How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Viles back with another video. So San Diego Comic-Con just wrapped up and we got a sneak preview of some more figures coming from this wave, and this is something I'm been excited about since it was announced because I grew up in the 90s and they had all kinds of crazy cartoons, and one of those cartoons was The Tick. So Big Bad Workshop, you know, they're doing some great things. They've got the Rocketeer coming out, they've got their NPCs line, they're doing Project Monster Force, they're doing Fury Force, but I'm the most excited for their Prestige long box heroes line, because I'm hoping, I'll say this multiple times throughout this video, I'm hoping we get Cassie Hack and Vlad from Hack Slash, because they have the 3.75 inch ones, which they also did The Tick and the Rocketeer, so you gotta do Cassie Hack, right? But regardless, with all that being said, I am super hyped about this figure itself. I had a version of this when I was a kid. In fact, I even found one of the old commercials that had that figure. So with all that being said, let's get into the video.
No ticket.
Taking a look at the box, you can see it says #1, and that's because we got a tease for more The Tick characters at San Diego Comic-Con this year. So Big Bad Workshop is working on more. It is Long Box Heroes Prestige. They're also doing the Rocketeer, Tarzan, and Jane. So hopefully that means they're going to make a Cassie Hack at some point. I know they showed off the NPCs, and I know I'm kind of ranting, but they had a goth girl and it kind of looks like Cassie, and it's like, okay, you're almost there, just make Cassie Hack. But yeah, Long Box Heroes Prestige, collect them all, each sold separately, and it says The Tick is created by Ben Edlund, which of course that's the creator, so it's going to say that. We get a headshot, we get the title, and there is a blurb on the back. And gosh, Big Bad Workshop, Jada Toys, and Mattel were some of the highlights of SDCC, in my opinion. I know it's not over yet as the time of me filming this, but there's one more day because Saturday is wrapping up. Here is the blurb. The Tick arrived in the city with one goal: to fight crime. Arriving with nothing more than his own delusions of heroism, the Tick recruited the hapless Arthur as a sidekick, and with the battle cry of "Spoon!" bursts into action. New England Comics is the home of the Tick, who was first created by Ben Edlund in 1986 and evolved into a loving parody of traditional superhero tropes. Edlund's humorous writing style combined with the Tick's zany adventures have made the character a beloved icon in comic books, television, and animation. And I'm a 90s kid, and there was an animated series of the Tick during the 90s, and I had an action figure of the Tick, and that figure had like a spring in his torso, and you would press like this lever on his back and he would jump. But I remember also chewing on the ears as a kid, because I've always had an oral fixation, and I like to chew my nails, and I used to smoke, and etc., etc. So, you know, I was always chewing on my action figures. But now we've got an awesome replacement, and I can't wait to get him opened up. Spoon!
The Tick searches high and low and lower still, along with his trusty sidekick Arthur, and other doers of good for doers of evil. Watch as our hero swings into El Cid and Dinosaur Neil.
And I don't want to ruin the box. This is a nice box. I'm probably going to hold on to this until I decide I don't need it anymore. But I like how personalized it is. It's not like, oh yeah, this is a wave. It is a wave. Like, they're doing more. But it's also very, like, they're going to do more comic books. So it's very, you know, inspired by the comic book with the art and all that stuff. And there's the figure out of the cardboard. Taking a look at the figure for a second from a wide out view, you can see all the accessories that we get, and you can see the Tick himself. And there's not a whole lot of paint details because he's mostly blue. There's not even like shading or anything. He's mostly blue. The only thing that's painted on him is the exposed part of his face and his eyeballs. So what's really going to matter here is sculpt work, and the sculpt work is amazing. The Tick here is chiseled out of marble almost, like very muscly, very strong. Got toe joints down there. So Big Bad Workshop really did a great job with the look of this figure. And I really hope, I know we're getting like the Rocketeer, but I'm going to keep saying this. I want a Cassie Hack action figure, Big Bad Workshop, give us Cassie Hack. You're giving us the Tick. Look at that. Look at that. Glutes of steel. The only thing that he's missing is a spoon accessory. Like, does he have a whole lot of accessories? Speaking of those, no. But we don't get a spoon, which is unfortunate. And with those accessories, we do get a stand for him that says the Tick. We get his like little viewfinder binocular things, which is cute. Little throwback to the cartoon. We get 2 extra head sculpts, one with a wide grin and one with a serious face, which you don't want to see the Tick's serious face. We get a red tie and we get 2 holding hands so he can hold that viewfinder thing. So not a whole lot of accessories, but you know, I've always wanted an updated Tick figure, and this guy really hits every single check mark I would want.
So, abducted by space aliens, huh? Well, let the probing begin!
Alright, so let's check out the articulation on this guy, which it's pretty dang good. The head goes all the way back. That's very nice. You can, you know, have him jumping, leaping. Tick is known for jumping very high, go figure. Shoulders come up about 90 degrees. We get butterfly joints that come forward way more than they go back, and they work very well. You hear that? You hear that? Nice sound of butterfly joints. Bicep, shoulder, all the way around. Pinless double elbows. Those work very nice as well. For posing, forward, he goes back about that far with the upper torso peg, and then with both pegs, because he's got an upper and lower, but forward about that far, back about that far. A little limited there, but that's okay. Of course, we've got hinges at the wrist, legs come forward to the side, butt kicking action, very, very good butt kicking action. We got a thigh cut, no boot cut, but the rocker is good enough, and then we got toe joints. Of course, it also goes forward and backward on the socket. So, of course, the city's strongest, most nearly invincible superhero can pose up pretty well. Pretty much however you would want to pose the Tick. Spoon! Toe joints do make figures a little wobbly though, so be wary of that. Make sure you post him and position his feet good enough, unlike I've done right now, so that he doesn't fall. There you go. First of all, for scale and comparison, here he is with 1/12 Superman and Batman from Mattel, and he still scales because the Tick is very tall, very big dude, and he is 1/12. He's about 6.5 inch scale, just like Big Bad Workshop, Monster Force and all that stuff. So scales with G.I. Joe, which means he scales with Marvel Legends, which means he scales with DC. So these are pretty much perfect as far as I can tell. Tick is huge. For some more independent comic book characters, here he is with Conan and Red Sonja. Here he is with Big Head and Judge Dredd from Mezco and Haya Toys, respectively. Here he is with Motu Chronicles, He-Man and Teela. And lastly, here he is with Don Moreno and Marvel Legends Thor. I think that about covers it. Y'all are good. You're good, right? What else could I possibly show you? I don't know.
Whoops! Not to worry, that wall will stop him. Or maybe not. The Tick action figures from Bandai.
So yeah, there you have it, y'all. I think that Big Bad Workshop is doing some really good things. Rocketeer was previewed at San Diego Comic-Con. We're getting like the NPC line. Hopefully we're getting a hack and slash line at some point. That would be fantastic, like I've said multiple times. But this The Tick is absolutely fantastic. A lot of fun, brings me back to my childhood, and just makes me happy on the inside, and that's what toys are about, right? Being happy and having fun! And if you think this video was fun, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe as well. And if you want to go a step further, you can become a Rowdy Rascal channel member and have access to the Discord, early videos. I say this because with the intention of fully going back to doing the members only live streams and other goodies that are exclusive to members, like blooper reels. So if you want to check all that out, become a Rowdy Rascal for 99 cents. Check out r/Figure Fanatics on Reddit. My Instagram is rowdy__riles. Yeah. I think that's about it. Always remember, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to local LGBTQ+ communities and minorities all around. Stick together, stay together, be there for one another. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye bye. Spoon. soon.
Just wait 1 minute. I'm watching this new Rowdy Rouse video and it's really awesome. I don't want to miss it.
It's like this chick that reviews action figures and it's really freaking cool.
Yes, I think they saw some videos. There's some really good contents out there, you know?
She reviews the ponies and stuff because you knows I love ponies.
She doesn't review ponies. It's freaking cool stuff, Toki.